when we first started off the first inning, I had walked like the first girl, and so I was struggling in the first inning because when I was warming up, I was throwing everything high, so I was like, all right, got to work low. So I started working low, and then I was too low, and so there were balls, and then so I got it up just a little bit, and then after that, everything just kind of fell into place. All my pitches were really working. They were where they needed to be.
We had to figure out the strike zone in the first. She was throwing the ball good and hitting her spot. It was just a little bit too low, and he wasn't calling it, and they got a couple people on and got a hit, scored the one run, and once she made a little adjustment, it was probably a 2-inch adjustment, and at that point in time, she cruised all the way through the rest of the game. Probably one of the best, probably the best game she's thrown since she's been here. And again, I've seen Albany State's hitters for the last 2 or 3 years, and for her to hold them to two hits, and I'm not sure if any of I don't know how many flyouts were to the outfield. So I thought she was, did a very dominant job against a good hitting team.
Because you don't have as much pressure on you. I mean, you have pressure on you, but it's not like your team's behind you. And so after the first inning, we got down 1-0, and then KCH came up and hit a bomb. And so after that, it just really takes the pressure off of the pitcher, knowing that your team's behind you, defense and offense.
I think that everybody needs to quit thinking about this as maybe these are easy teams, we're just getting on a roll, but these are conference teams. We did a great job. Everybody's defense is getting on it, and offense is starting to hit like they're supposed to, and we just need to keep up the hard work, keep up the confidence, and just keep playing as a unit.
We've struggled some this year, but I feel like now that we're got on a roll and everything, I feel like we're just gonna keep rolling it out postseason, just keep going, keep pushing.
We had a 10-12 day stretch where we struggled against some good teams, and it's not every game that we got beat. The 5 or 6 in a row. It's probably just 2 or 3 out of the 2 or 3 games out of that stretch that really hurt us a little bit, and not the entire streak, but just 2 or 3. And but I've looked back at history, and every year, somewhere around in the March or 2 or 3 weeks out before the postseason, we kind of hit a little slide, and sometimes it's hard to say it's a slide because you're playing teams in the Peach Belt, and it's not like it's an easy game. So. But then we have a couple games where we get back into it. We had a good night against Lander. We had a good night against a good Albany State team, and I'll say the confidence is back and probably back to where we was before we hit that 10-12 day stretch, and it's a good time to be on it. We got the Georgia Regions this weekend on the road, and I think we got 6 more right after that. So then we got 8 total left, and it's a good time to start rolling on it.